People keep saying the minimum wage should cover the cost of living. But what if that was never the point? What if we've spent decades arguing about a number that was never designed to save anyone? The truth is, we've been fighting over a misunderstanding, and both sides think they're right. The minimum wage started in 1938, deep in the Great Depression. It wasn't made to make people rich or even comfortable. It was made to protect them from starvation wages and workplace abuse. Back then, employers could pay pennies and still call it fair. The minimum wage was meant to set a floor, not a promise, not a guarantee, just a floor. It was protection, not prosperity, a line to make sure workers didn't get completely crushed by the system, but it was never supposed to guarantee comfort. Somewhere along the way, that message got lost. Over time, the story changed. Politicians started promising that it should cover the cost of living. Activists said it should equal survival, and the public started to believe it. Somewhere along the line, we stopped seeing it as a safety net and started seeing it as a lifestyle. We began expecting a minimum to pay for a maximum life. But the world evolved faster than the number ever did. In North Carolina, the minimum wage is still $7.25 an hour, the same as it's been since 2009. That's about $1,160 a month before taxes. Meanwhile, rent averages around $1,300. Add food, gas, and utilities, another $1,200. That means you'd need about $16 an hour just to break even. Not to save, not to build, just to survive. It's not that people are lazy, it's that the math doesn't work anymore. But this isn't just a North Carolina problem. Texas, still $7.25. But rent in Austin and Dallas looks more like New York every year. Georgia, technically, their state wage is $5.15, but because of federal law, they default to $7.25 too. Meanwhile, the average apartment in Atlanta costs more than some cities up north. In Florida, they're increasing the minimum to $15 by 2026, but the cost of living there already demands $19 just to make ends meet. Different states, same story. Every time the cost of living rises, the pay scale stays frozen in time. And when they finally adjust it, the economy inflates right back around it. It's like chasing your own shadow. You can see it, but you'll never catch it. So what happens when we raise it? When the system finally gives people what they've been asking for? Now the person already earning that amount gets hit next. If you've been grinding for years to make $16 an hour, and suddenly everyone else does too, what happens to your value? The moment pay increases, prices follow. Businesses raise costs, groceries climb, rent rises, and the same $16 that once felt like relief becomes the new struggle. It's not a raise, it's a reset. The finish line just moved again. Now let's talk about something nobody wants to admit: skill. If your job can be learned in a week or replaced by someone tomorrow, the system doesn't have to pay you more for it. That's not mean, that's math. The easier something is to replace, the cheaper it becomes. That's not unfair, that's how value works. The minimum wage was meant to protect workers from being underpaid, but it was also meant to push them forward. You were supposed to rise above the floor, not wait for it to lift you up. So when the system doesn't move fast enough, you've got two options: change your circumstances or change your skills. Because in a market that rewards value, the only real raise you control is the one you earn yourself. Let's talk about housing for a second, because that's where this system really shows its cracks. People say, let the market decide. But when the market decides rent should jump 30% in a year, who's actually benefiting? That's not competition anymore, that's control. We call it capitalism, but when a few companies own most of the apartments in your city, What do you call that? That's not freedom. That's a soft monopoly on where you can live. Now, some people say the government should step in, set a cap on how much landlords can raise rent. It sounds fair, but it creates another problem. If rent can't rise, landlords stop investing, maintenance slows, new housing stops being built. The system tries to fix one side and breaks the other. So what do? You adapt. Because surviving alone is expensive, but surviving smart isn't. Maybe it's time to rethink how we live. Roommates, co-living, shared expenses. Not out of struggle, but out of strategy. Because if the system won't change, your best move is to outthink it. Raise wages, prices rise, cap rent, landlords quit renting, increase benefits, taxes climb. Every fix helps one side and hurts another. It's not corruption. It's the cost of trying to balance a system that's already off-center. The system can't fix itself because every solution comes with a trade-off. And the people can't fix it because we're still arguing over who's supposed to pay the price. The people blame the system for not doing enough. The system blames the people for not doing more. But both forgot what the minimum wage was really for, a starting point. Not a promise, not equality, a challenge. The minimum wage was never supposed to keep you where you are. It was supposed to remind you where you could go. We've turned survival into an argument and comfort into a right. But the truth is, value was never about what you demand. It's about what you build. Because if you wait for the system to raise your worth, you'll always be worth whatever the system can afford. The people need the system to work. The system needs the people to grow. But one side stopped moving. And that's what really makes you think.